It was one of those evenings that felt like the universe had put on perfume. The air was crisp, the sky painted in deep orange and pink, and Jasmine was walking hand in hand with Katie, his stunning black girlfriend, whose smile could bankrupt a man's self control. They were headed to La Bella Vita, the kind of high end restaurant where waiters glide instead of walk, and menus don't bother printing prices. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. The host welcomed them with warm charm, leading them to a cozy corner table lit by soft golden candlelight. So far, the night felt like it had Michelin star potential. Then came her, Tiffany, a waitress so pale you'd think she's been dodging the sun since birth, with an attitude so bitter she could curdle milk. She sized up Katie with one slow glance, lips curling like she just smelled expired shrimp. When she spoke, her voice had that fake sweet tone people use before they insult you. "Can I help you?" But her eyes screamed, "Not in my section." She dragged her feet, took forever to bring water, accidentally skipped their breadbasket, and kept hovering by other tables like they were VIPs at her personal gala. Jasmine tried to keep it cool, but Katie's eyebrow had already begun its legendary slow rise, a warning shot. Across the room, phones quietly tilted toward them. A couple in the corner started recording, pretending to scroll. The tension was thick enough to spread on toast. If you're enjoying this story, make sure you like and subscribe, because this night was just warming up. Tiffany returned to their table with the energy of someone delivering bad news. She slapped the menus down so hard the candle flickered, then gave the kind of smile you'd see in a before picture of a dental ad. "We're out of the lobster and the steak and the risotto," she said, her voice dripping with passive aggression. Jasmine blinked. "Then, what do you have?" Without missing a beat, Tiffany replied, "Salad." The word landed like a slap. Katie leaned forward, her voice calm but sharp enough to slice through Tiffany's fake composure. "You mean this entire kitchen only has salad?" Tiffany shrugged, eyes flicking to Jasmine. "We do try to keep things light for some customers." The implication was so loud you could have heard it from the parking lot. Someone at a nearby table gasped. A man in a suit whispered to his wife, and her phone angled just enough to catch every second. Jasmine's jaw tightened, but before he could speak, Tiffany turned away, mid-sentence, towards a white couple walking in. "Welcome to La Bella Vita. You're just in time for our lobster special," she chirped, her voice suddenly coated in honey. Katie sat back, eyes locked on Tiffany like a cat watching a mouse that doesn't know it's in trouble yet. Around the room, the quiet recording continued. Even the bartender had stopped polishing glasses. Something was about to give, and Tiffany had no clue she'd just stepped into a trap of her own making. If you're still watching, hit that like button, because this isn't even the appetizer. By the time Tiffany sashayed back with a lukewarm bowl of Caesar salad and a bread roll that looked like it had been through a divorce, the atmosphere in the restaurant had shifted. The whispers weren't whispers anymore. They were murmurs, rising like a tide. A man at the corner table muttered, "That's the third time she's pulled this." And a young woman near the bar angled her phone higher, catching Tiffany's every move like she was filming a wildlife documentary. Katie didn't touch the salad. She didn't have to. She leaned forward, voice steady, loud enough for the tables around them to hear. "It's interesting how the steak is sold out for us, but magically available for the people who walked in after we ordered." Tiffany stiffened, shooting a glance toward the white couple now happily twirling pasta. "Ma'am," she began, that fake smile stretched so tight it could snap. "Perhaps this just isn't the right place for everyone." The everyone was dipped in venom, and even the bartender's jaw dropped. Jasmine pushed his chair back slowly, the sound screeching against the tile like a warning siren. "You're right," he said, standing tall. "This isn't the right place for you." Cameras clicked. Somewhere in the back, a chef peeked through the swinging kitchen doors. Tiffany's composure was cracking. Her hands trembled as she clutched the order pad, realizing she'd lost the room. Then, from the entrance, a voice boomed, deep, authoritative, and furious. "What the hell is going on here?" If you're still watching, smash that subscribe, because the plot's about to boil over. Every head turned toward the front. It was Marcus Langley, the restaurant's owner, tall, salt and pepper hair, suit jacket still on from a business meeting. His eyes swept the room, then locked on Tiffany like a hawk spotting a mouse in an open field. "I've been getting texts for the last 10 minutes," he said, pulling his phone out. "Videos of you." He played one clip on speaker, the sound of Tiffany's voice dripping with condescension, followed by her "not for everyone" jab. The whole room went pin drop silent except for the faint sizzling of something in the kitchen. Tiffany's face went pale, then blotchy red. "Sir, Save it," Marcus cut her off. "Do you know what year it is? Do you know this restaurant's policy? And more importantly, do you know how many millions of views this little stunt of yours is already getting?" He held up his phone, showing the screen. The video was viral. Gasps. Whispers. A table of teenagers near the back cheered under their breath. Katie sat there, regal and unshaken, as if she'd been expecting this moment all along. Jasmine crossed his arms, a proud smirk forming. "Tiffany," Marcus said, voice low but dangerous, "apologize, right now. And then hand me your apron. Your services," he paused, "are no longer needed." The waitress stood frozen, lip trembling. Then, in front of dozens of recording eyes, she muttered a stiff apology to Katie and Jasmine, though it was clear it burned her to say it. Marcus turned to the couple. "Dinner's on the house. And dessert, the good kind. If you loved that justice, hit that like button, because some people only learn the hard way."